I'm Ken Ross. I'm the founder and CEO of ExpertCEO. I do want to thank everybody for showing up here this morning. We have a great program. Hopefully everybody will enjoy it, and I hope it falls down into your pocketbooks at some point in time. The other thing is, before we get going, I'm reminded by our marketing manager, Natalie, that if you want to tweet this event, we're going to use the hashtag CEOComp. Just out of curiosity, is anybody planning to tweet this event? All right. Okay, so # CEO Comp. So many of you know ExpertCEO because you're members, and for those of you that don't, we're an online social network for CEOs where you can exchange confidential information with your peers and get feedback from other professionals on the site, and the goal is to quickly solve real-world business problems. So we have over 1,400 members, about half are here in California, and about 2/3 are in the technology sector. We're really thrilled to be co-hosting this event with Orrick, and I'll introduce Christine in a minute, but simultaneously we're actually celebrating the launch of a new ExpertCEO site component, which we call the Knowledge Base. And the Knowledge Base is going to and does feature in-depth content on topics that are essential to CEOs. The first topic we've chosen is near and dear to your hearts, and not surprisingly, it's called CEO compensation. It's going to contain a wealth of information, videos, articles, surveys, blogs. There's a really interesting commentary by the former chairman of Heidrick and Struggles. And you're going to find this really interesting, especially this time of year when your annual review starts coming up. Basic membership to ExpertCEO is free, but we've also created a premium membership option with a very modest fee, and the Knowledge Base is part of that option. If you're interested in joining ExpertCEO, you can just give your business card to Natalie. She's got a fishbowl. And if you're already a member, or even if you're planning to join, we really want to encourage you to upgrade to the premium membership and join the Knowledge Base. And to provide further incentive, there's a discount coupon in the little moleskin that we gave you on that bookmark. So we're really grateful to our sponsor, Orrick Herrington Sutcliffe. It's an international law firm with 21 offices worldwide, and it's got a reputation for excellence in the entrepreneurial community. And as I've learned today, it's got a reputation for holding great events. So I'm pleased to introduce our moderator for today's panel, which is Christine McCarthy, standing over there. She's a partner based in Silicon Valley and a member of the Compensation and Benefits Global Corporate Solutions practice. She's a well-known expert on today's topic, and it's my honor to introduce Christine.
Great. Thank you, Ken. And thank you, everybody, for coming today. Today we're going to discuss a number of areas in which we have seen changes in how executive compensation is being delivered and our thoughts about where things are headed in the future. It's important to note at the outset that there really hasn't been one thing that we've seen that represents a real tectonic shift in how things are done, but we have seen a number of things shifting that, taken together, show that times are changing in terms of how compensation is delivered. Historically, early-stage private companies in particular have seen CEOs compensated largely with cash, base salary, typically on the low side, particularly in early-stage companies, and stock options. As companies have grown, we've seen companies increase base salaries, increase equity, and also start putting in place cash-based bonus programs. Over the past year, in my practice, I've seen a lot of companies looking to either reduce CEO salaries or ask their CEOs to defer the receipt of salaries for some period of time until we get past this difficult time with the economy. And I've seen more focused on true performance-based compensation, both cash compensation and equity compensation, along with a renewed interest in change of control bonus programs, or what some people refer to as management carve-out plans, as companies look to be sold where option values are low and companies are looking for ways to compensate and incent their management through a successful acquisition transaction. We've also been asked questions over the last year more and more about whether there are alternative equity vehicles to stock options and what companies might consider as alternatives to stock options, particularly from more mature private companies that are getting closer to IPO, that have high strike prices, where stock options start to possibly reduce their incentive and retention value for folks. So that's a high-level overview of where we're headed today. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my panel here. We have down next to Ken, we have Bill Soward, who is the CEO of Adaptive Planning. We have Tom Laware, who is a principal at the compensation consulting firm Compensia. And we have Ammar Hanafi, who is a general partner at Alloy Ventures and former Cisco Systems person. Ammar might be sharing different perspectives for us here today. So let's get started. We have a lot to cover on our agenda. We're going to do our best to move through the different topics here. One administrative note, please feel free to ask questions as we go throughout the presentation. We intend this to be an interactive process and really a conversation with you. Since we are videotaping the presentation, we would like to ask you to raise your hands when you have a question. I'll try to pay attention and call on people. We have Charlize and Allison here with microphones, and they'll come to you so we can get your questions